in the shop more than I am.
I
Actually.
just landed in your
Half my left side is gone.
That's not good.
Thankfully, I'm right-handed, so
No
suits
southpaw?
me. Suits me just fine.
I'm right-handed. You right-handed?
Yes.
We're all right-handed.
Well, we're all
My mom was left-handed. She was a southpaw.
really.
My dad and brother is. Well, my dad was. My brother is.
My nephew has 3 girls. All of them are left-handed,
Really?
and he and his wife are right-handed.
Do you know anybody that's ambidextrous?
My mom is,
Really?
because she broke her.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom. My mom who broke her arm. She broke her arm, and then she had to learn to write with the other hand.
Oh.
So it wasn't
So
out
she
of
was forced to be ambidextrous.
it wasn't out of fun. It was out of necessity. But
I
Well-
can do both.
yeah, I can do both. Why not? Welcome back if you've been here before. If you're new, just plain welcome. This is hashtag just saying. And while we're prostituting ourselves, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Bam! And
Yeah.
it will let you know when we upload new content. You can watch the first 40 on the YouTubes and listen where streaming things stream.
Yes.
You can watch the pre-show banter and Trivia Tuesdays on TikTok at hashtag just saying, all one word. Prostitution complete.
All right.
This week,
This week.
because I have my own little TikTok thing.
Yeah.
And my
I watch
God,
every day.
I did. Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
I did.
DuckTales twice.
I had to do DuckTales twice. I did DuckTales twice because I did the first one and I didn't know what the attack moves were.
Right.
And I'm
I thought
playing
it was a pogo stick. But
a
it's
lot
his
of
cane.
these. No, it's his cane, and a lot of these games I'm playing without. I've never played that game before,
I don't know.
and I have. So I'm like, I have no idea about the controls, and
Bobble.
it's tough to find guides on games that are like 40 years old. So I'm just kind of pressing buttons to see what happens. And somebody they weren't like irritated with me, but they were like, you have an attack move if you push down. You got to like jump, like push down and then jump or something like that.
Yeah.
And he goes, I look forward to seeing your progress.
Thank you, sir.
So I said, well, now I'm going to be an asshole and post a video of me doing the attack move that he told me.
I don't know what the game was today.
The game today,
Like a racing game?
the game today was Enduro on Atari.
Never heard of it.
You ever played Atari
I
2600?
played, yeah.
I still have mine.
I wish I still had mine. It's a racing game called Enduro. What was funny is one guy commented, I don't know if it was a guy, one person commented and was like, oh, that sound, because the car makes a very specific sound. Yeah. I don't think it's copyrighted sound, so we'll just do this. That's the sound that the car makes. Watch, I'm going to hit somebody in about 2 seconds, and it's going to make a horrible noise. Because I'm not great at this game. See? And I was like, yeah, that sound is very triggering. I
like to be able to see the car. Like, remember, like...
Oh, it's, yeah, because the view is like the back end.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have Pitfall. I'll be doing Pitfall eventually.
Nice.
And I also have Adventure. And I got Frogger.
Nice.
Because there really wasn't a lot of... I mean, these are very old video games, and it's tough to get... It's tough to get, like, copies of it.
Gradius.
Yeah, so I'm like... Ugh. I got, what was the one
What one's your favorite so far?
What one's my favorite? Oh, Joe. I don't know. Of the ones that I've played?
Yeah.
Well, yesterday I did Bubble Bobble.
I saw that.
And that got a lot of comments. People were like, oh my God, it's Bubble Bobble. And that one's one of my favorites.
So you put them in a bubble, they die, and then you collect their insides or something?
You're these two little dinosaurs, right? If you have 2 players. If you're only one, you're just a bub.
Okay.
You're not a Bubble Bobble, you're just a bub.
Okay.
And you blow bubbles at the enemies, which are usually like random, like weird looking monsters.
Yeah.
And then you pop the bubble and they die.
Okay.
Which is actually pretty vicious when you think about it. But when you pop the bubble and they die, sometimes a little prize goes running out.
A little prize.
A little prize,
a little
why
gift.
not? I want a little prize.
Yeah.
The day before that, I did Roadrunner which I've never played before and didn't even know existed.
Really?
And that game fucking sucks.
What system was that on?
That was on the. It was originally an arcade game, and it got ported to the NES in the 80s.
Nice.
The day before that, and I did the NES Simpsons game, Bart versus Space Mutants.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate that fucking game. I hate it. I had hoped to actually like
Eat my shorts.
and you know what? As far as I got in the video, and I only posted up like a minute and a half, that's as far as I've ever gotten in the game. Like I cannot do this game.
Don't have a cow, man.
And I mean, even the voice act. It sounds horribly computerized. It's like
Bart versus the world. He's like a skateboard.
I've never played that one. I
remember that one.
I might try that one as well.
I remember these because a few months ago watched the Video Game Nerd play them.
Nice.
It's fun. I like doing it. It gives me something to do in the morning.
Besides work.
Besides work.
Play video games.
No, I do it on my lunch. Although today I sit in. Sometimes I have to sit in the bedroom and try to do it because it's cooler in there. My office gets really
so hot
hot in the afternoon.
It was a heat wave.
Yeah, I didn't like it. I wasn't a fan.
So you're not really doing a Homer where you had the little bird thing hit the Y
No,
while you're in the other room?
no, I
gaming
don't.
it up?
I don't need to get in trouble for
Hi,
that.
some of my
yeah.
productivity. This doesn't find me attractive anymore.
Yeah. I should have left you in charge, stupid bird. Saturday, I had to go out and get a new monitor, which I'm pointing at, but you can't see, because the old one, I forget what Jay said, the component,
Capacitor.
Yeah, the capacitor blew in the other one.
Oh, did it blow?
It
Yeah.
popped and Sean jumped.
It did. You did.
We have it on TikTok. Check it out.
Well,
If
not
you can see
the
me.
Yeah, you do.
not Sean jumping, because
Well,
as
like,
soon as
well-
it blew, the whole thing went
Gray.
black. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I like how you like filled it in. We have a technical difficulties. Was that
I had
AI or something?
Yeah, it was an AI voice. I mean, I had to put something there.
Yeah.
So I put like this, I think it was from The Simpsons, like this weird technical difficulties screen. And I just had an AI
Some elevator
thing.
music.
Yeah, I just had an AI voice come over and go like, oh, the monitor blew up. We'll be back in like a second.
If you want an idea how I reacted to it, though, put on the movie Napoleon Dynamite. Go towards the end of the movie, and there's a scene that Napoleon throws a melon at Uncle Rico's truck while he's driving. The melon hits the window, scares the shit out of him. He's like, ah! The way he acts is pretty much how I acted over here.
That's right. It was loud.
It was loud. It was a loud pop. Like, pow.
Yeah, I thought a light bulb fell to the floor or something.
We got plenty of lights now.
Yeah, we got plenty of lights now. Look
One,
how
two,
bright we
three,
are now.
4,
Yeah.
5. There's 5 lights.
I need shades.
We went and got the new monitor thing, which I'm still pointing at and you can't see.
Like nodding to a speaker. Yep.
And
yep.
yeah, and we came down here and I started setting stuff up, and of course I had to make sure everything worked because I'm like, I'm not messing with that on a Friday night trying to get things going.
That's right.
And then
Thought ahead.
I repositioned the camera to where it was a little bit closer to us. I cleaned up like over here. I have screens behind the thing, which you also can't see. I fixed the green screen, which you also can't see. The fact that I fixed it means that it's working.
It was
Everything
working
looks
before.
nice.
No, it was working before, but there was a brick behind us, and sometimes you could see like
The outlines.
the outline of the brick, and that always annoyed me a little bit. And there's a crack in a brick way up at the top, like over here, and sometimes you could see that as well, and that would also annoy me.
Okay.
So I spent several minutes trying to fix it, and finally I said, I have that drop cloth. I should just use that.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
Just happened to be green.
I can't see that, but this is perfect. I like that. Like that's a screen.
It's trust
Tron's
me.
never happy.
Trust me, it looks good. It looks good.
Megatron's never happy. Sean, why are we dressed like Transformers? Tell the people, Sean. Because I want to know.
Well, one,
Sean's like, why'd you make me wear this shirt?
one, I've been in a Transformers phase lately. Two,
I've been faced since 1984.
two, I got this shirt recently, and it came in the mail last week.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to wear just me on the show. So I wanted you to wear your shirt.
Yeah.
So you can be Optimus, and I can be Megatron's on the same one.
Very good.
Yeah. 40 years.
Yep. There's a lot going on this year with them.
There is.
New movie coming out.
Got a few things here.
Animated movie, but still good.
I got a few things here, and they're releasing the LP soundtrack out again.
Oh, really?
They did one back in 2018.
Stan Bush? You got the touch.
Nope. It's the actual score that was during the show.
Oh.
The original.
Mm.
Not the movie.
Oh, okay.
And there's a lot of other stuff going on.
Okay.
They're going to release this album digitally in September.
Sweet.
Oh, okay. So no physical album.
But that's when the show came out.
Just on
September.
LP record.
Nice.
Okay.
I ordered one through Walmart. Should be here by Monday.
Nice.
How was your week?
Enough said.
Okay.
Spill it.
Spill it.
Like here it goes.
Okay. So, well, what day was that? I think it was Saturday.
Okay.
So Saturday, I mean, and I spent like 3 hours down here doing all this shit, right?
Hey, it looks nice.
It does look nice.
The
I
spiderweb's
like
gone over here too.
it. Yeah, I
I
tidied.
think you just covered up with that brown thing.
I might have. It's fine.
It's okay.
No
more bees.
So then we went and we got something to eat, and we came back, and I don't drink as much soda as I used to,
Wish I could say that.
and I allow myself.
Oh, that reminds me.
Sean's like, oh, by the way, and
Thanks.
I allow myself on Saturday when we get Mexican, as we do,
Yeah.
to have a Mountain Dew. So
I dance.
they brought back
Around the Mexican hat.
Livewire,
Ooh.
which hasn't been around this area since 2001.
Really? What flavor
Yeah.
is that?
It's orange.
Oh.
It is
Like slice?
not quite like
Fanta?
slice.
Don't you want a Fanta?
I would never want a Fanta. But it's one of my favorite flavors. And
Okay.
like 2 years ago, maybe a year ago, I ordered, probably 2 by now. I had ordered a case off of Amazon, and it cost me like $30.
Damn.
But I really wanted
Case
it.
of cans or bottles?
It's cans.
Okay.
And they're almost gone. I only have but one left.
Oh.
But they brought Livewire back. That's at a store near me. So now I
At
can
a store near
at a store near me.
Coming soon
And
to a store near you.
I go and I buy like 4 at a time.
So you
So-
stock up.
Yeah, I try to stock out because I'm afraid it's gonna go away again.
How
You know
much
how
are
many?
they?
You know how many strongly worded emails I have written to try and get this thing back?
How much is a can of soda?
It's like $1.50.
Companies don't give a shit.
It's like $1.50 for a bottle. It's fine. I'm happy with that. I'll
Okay.
pay. Oh, I will pay. Give it to me. I want
So it's
it.
got the orange flavor.
It's orange, yeah.
Okay.
So I'm just giving you some backstory so you know how much I enjoy this beverage.
Okay.
So that I tell you, we're having it was lunch dinner, and
Leonard.
yeah. So we're eating and I'm drinking, and I'm almost halfway through the drink, and we were watching something and having a conversation, and all is well. And then I look over and go, "What the fuck is that?" A fly had landed on my Mountain Dew, went into the bottle,
No.
and is now happily swimming in my Livewire. I was so angry.
Holy shit!
So angry.
Damn fly.
And I went, and Jay goes, well, you could pour it out, get the fly out. I was like, no, because he's already done whatever it is he was doing in
They
there.
had laid eggs in there and shit.
I was like, I'm not drinking fly Mountain Dew.
I would have said, think about where he was before this.
Yeah.
What was he
They
on?
only live for 3 days.
It's probably on the dog's butt.
Did you know that?
don't want to deal with it.
That I didn't know, but they're always on shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They go to kill it. Like, maybe it's his last day. Just let him die in peace.
You know, you say that. I've seen him last longer.
I think he wanted to drown himself.
So maybe they're mutating. I know. He's tied with the world, and he's like, fuck it. So,
If I'm going to go out, I'm going to go out with some Mountain Dew.
I know. I'm going to ruin this lady's drink.
Go out in flavor.
Ruining a drink before I go.
That's right.
So there was that. And I was just
That was
unhappy.
Saturday.
I was unhappy because I'm like, I got to dump. I mean, it was less than half, but it was still a waste. I was angry. I hate flies. Useless. So then, I think it was Tuesday comes round.
Yeah. Ooh, I got a story for Tuesday, but go ahead.
And Jay and I were chatting. Well, you gentlemen already know how this day is going to turn out.
Yeah.
So Jay and I were chatting, and he goes, I'm going to run to the store, and then I'll come back, and we were going to have the dinner discussion that we always have to have. What do you feel like? I don't know. What do you feel like? Just fucking pick something.
Italian. All right,
2
let's go.
hours later.
Yeah.
1 Italian.
So he goes, he leaves to go to the store. Maybe like 5 minutes goes by, 10 minutes. And then I get a phone call, and I'm like, why is he calling me? Am I annoyed? A little bit. So I pick up, and I'm like, yeah. And he goes, I didn't make it to the store. And I said, well, where did you make it to? And he goes, down the street. And I said, okay. And why? Why are we just down the street? Well, I just got in a car accident. Oh, okay. That's unexpected. And
Never
I said,
expected that.
yeah, and I said, well, are you okay? And he goes, yeah, I'm just angry. And I said, oh. Because apparently there was a guy in front of him and a broken down car carrier on the opposite side. So I think the guy ahead of him stopped to let somebody on the opposite side go around the car carrier, and he kind of hit his brake, and then Jay went to brake, and he had no brakes. So he said, in that moment, which, I mean, I'd like to say I would have hit the emergency brake, but he's like, I didn't even think of that. But you really only get like 3 seconds to make a decision.
Right.
So
Even
he's
less than
like,
that sometimes.
yeah. So he goes, I'm either going to hit the guy ahead of me or go off the road. So he chose to go off the road and thought he could get in between the phone pole and the guide wires for the phone pole. And it turns out he could not.
Nope.
So he ended up slamming the guide wire for the phone pole.
Yes.
Which the insurance company, that was the only thing the insurance company was inquisitive about. They were like, oh, did you
Damage
break
our
the phone pole? Did you do all this? And he's like, the phone pole is fine. The guide wires
Not
are
a scratch
fine.
on it. The
I
car
mean,
is not.
This is a horrible lesson to learn.
We should insert a picture of the car right here.
I wish I
just to Show
could.
you.
I wish I
It's
could.
bad.
Those wires like cut the
And no airbag. I'm like, the hell?
They cut the thing in half, yeah. So it went to an impound thing, and then I said, you better make sure that you're not going to be paying an impound fee. It turns out he was. So, because the insurance was like, yeah, that's not our problem. So he had to get the vehicle out. So now the vehicle is sitting in my driveway, which I'm not thrilled about. And I said, I think you should make a decision if you want to fix this car
Battle.
or fix it or, junk it. So he said, I don't know if it can be fixed. And I said, I don't know. Does it even run? I don't even know. So then he went outside today to see if the brakes would work at all. And now they're working perfectly. And then he said, he comes back in and he goes, the brakes work now. And I said, yeah, because you don't really need to stop. And he goes, well, I think I broke it. And I said, how did you break it? How did you break it more than it's already broken? And he goes, well, I pushed the emergency brake down and now I can't get it back up. And I said, well, normally I said, I haven't had an emergency brake like that in quite some time.
Yeah.
I said, but isn't it just you depress and then it'll pop back up? Like if you do a long depress, it'll pop back up. And he goes, that's what I thought. But I kept pressing on it, and nothing was happening.
There's a release.
And as fate would have it, in that moment, Joe texts me, I'm on my way. So I said, cool. And then I said, hey, do you happen to know how you would undepress this? And he's like, I think I do.
I'll give it a try.
So he showed up and we went outside, and apparently there's a release button, a release lever. And he's
It's
like,
labeled break release.
yeah, he didn't even
Pop.
look. He's a guy. He didn't even look. He's like, I just can't fix it.
It's like directions. We don't stop.
No, you don't need to nowadays. It's
Wasn't
GPS.
that turn back there? Nah.
That
Take a
wasn't,
scenic route.
wasn't that the street sign? Nah, it's a different main street.
We don't need ways.
Every town has a main street.
Yeah.
And in Elm Street.
So Joe seems to think that it would cost more to fix it than it would to junk it.
Yeah. Probably got frame damage. I don't know.
That's what I'm like.
I still say a nice mallet would just be fine.
Yeah, buff it out.
So
Coat of
I
wax
don't know.
on it.
I don't know. Because he's never had to have the brakes done yet, and it's been, I don't know, a year and a half, almost 2 years.
Put a racing stripe down the pot where there's no paint now.
And he goes, so the insurance company seems to. I heard some exterior. I'm like, was that noise? What is that?
Sound like wonk wonk.
Yeah.
I heard it too.
So he goes, he says the insurance company might talk to the guy he bought it from. You hear it too?
Mm-hmm.
Where is that coming from? I don't know. It's weird. They might talk to the guy he bought it from, but they said that very rarely works out well. So, I don't know. I said you should just go down and talk to the guy. He might give you a break
I don't know
on.
what it is.
He might give you a break on something
Sounds
else.
like your belly.
So,
I thought maybe it was
Hope it works out for him.
us leaning on it.
so
Is
that's
it the table?
that's what
Probably.
I've been dealing with all week.
All right.
I think it's the table.
Yeah. What's your Tuesday story?
How did he call 911 on Tuesday when 911 was disabled on Tuesday?
Well, he called the police.
Oh.
He called the police directly,
Oh, okay.
The main line.
who were more than happy to show up and then be like, "Why'd you do that?" And he's like,
Yeah, I get like
"Because I didn't want to hit the guy in front of me. That's why."
the Amber Alert saying, "Oh, 911's disabled." I'm like, hope no one needs it.
Yeah, really. So then, just to round out this whole thing,
Yeah.
he still wasn't home when I logged off work. So I logged off work. I waited a minute, and then I was like, well, maybe he needs a ride. And it was really hot Tuesday. So I said, maybe I'll go down there and wait with him because I assumed he was waiting on a tow truck. And at least he can sit in a cool car while he's, and not just cool because my Subi's awesome. A cool car.
Yeah.
I
It is
saw that. You
awesome.
kind of rolled your eyes. You're like, yeah, is it though?
It is. Huh?
Cool temperature.
Right.
And I was on my way there, and a cop car passed me. And I was like, oh, maybe he was at the scene, because Jay was like, there's a bunch of cops here.
They're gonna arrest me.
And then 2 seconds later, I got a thing saying, oh, I got a ride from a cop home. And I said, oh, that must have been you I passed. So I turned around and I went back.
You were riding a cop car in the front seat.
So I get out
Taking me
of
to
Get
the
around the
station.
back seat.
not home.
I get home and he's standing near the door and he goes, I've never ridden in a cop car before. And I said, well, let's not make this a habit.
Was it the front seat or back seat?
I think he rode in the front seat. And I said, if that was me, I would have asked to ride in the back.
I've been in both.
Why are you in
Sean's
the
like,
back seat of a cop car, Sean?
both for me.
I was arrested in 96.
For what?
Possession of marijuana in my car.
What? Damn, Sean.
Well, you know how the driver's
You're a criminal.
You know how the driver's responsible for everything in the car, right?
Yeah,
Apparently.
All right.
unfortunately.
My friend that was sitting in the passenger seat, he had it.
No.
Jerk.
We dropped off another friend at the time at a bus stop somewhere, and before he got on the bus, because he was going on the bus to like Washington or something.
Oh, okay.
Graham.
So before he went away, they lit up a doobie together,
A doobie.
smoked it,
They lit up a doobie.
and
You know, reefer.
and from that, he smelled like it, and the inside of my car smelled like it. And he still had some in his
boy.
jacket pocket. So we're driving through like Dorchester, or whatever, and a state police officer that's sitting about 50 yards away from me just happens to notice that my inspection sticker was overdue.
No.
Uses that to pull us over.
No.
Us, my dad, and my uncle, we all think that it's a different reason that they pulled us over.
Oh.
Because I'm white and he was black.
Oh.
And they believe
Well-
that was the reason.
What the fuck?
But they pulled us over, and literally within 5 minutes, we had about 6 state cruises.
Oh boy.
They had us up against the fence.
Jesus.
They were tearing my car out. They were tearing my car apart.
Oh my God.
When all we had was
Hey, you
like,
loose change, it's mine.
all we had in the car was like maybe an ounce, and that was in his jacket. And all they had to do was ask him.
It's like your Pablo Escobar.
Yeah.
An ounce? Like how? What's the penalty for an ounce back then?
I don't know.
1 year.
Well, an ounce.
And
I mean,
juvie.
that's not intent to sell.
No.
So I mean,
That's
it would,
intent.
No.
That's intent to use.
it would be personal possession.
Don't get high at your own supply.
I mean, I'm not an attorney. Thank goodness.
We did sit in the
Case closed.
station for like 2 or 3 hours,
Yeah.
handcuffed to the wall.
Oh my God.
You have to spend the night?
No.
Oh, that's good. How much was your bail?
That would have done my shoulder in.
That I don't remember. But I remember we were in front of the judge. My dad and my uncle was there. My uncle knows some state guys, and the connection is dismissed.
Nice.
This is back in 96.
He's a good kid, Your Honor. He just makes bad decisions. We're not mad, we're just disappointed. Like, oh, no.
Oh,
But that was the backseat ride.
that was the backseat ride.
2 times while I've been working at the police station now,
Yeah.
I've done a ride along with them.
Oh.
One of them doesn't want to go with me anymore.
Your privileges have been revoked.
Why?
I went with him twice, and both times we got called to a car fire.
Oh.
So now I'm like fire starter,
Oh Jesus.
and he was tired of car fire calls.
Wasn't there a movie, Firestarter?
There
Yep.
is. Yeah.
Drew Barrymore.
Never seen it. I know of it.
Stephen King, I think.
And then I went with this other cop toys.
Hmm.
Nice.
And it was fun. We were out for like 4 hours. And every time we got a call, my stomach was almost in my throat with the way we were driving to the call. I'm like holding on to the sides. I'm like, oh, shit. Wee!
Get out of the way, it's emergency.
It was fun, but I felt like I was on a roller coaster ride or something.
Hang on.
Those were my experiences in a police cruiser.
Seatbelt.
I've never been in
Me
one.
neither.
4 good, 1 bad.
Oh, good.
Hey, that's a good ratio.
Yeah.
It is. I've never been in one. Now I would say I feel odd, but you said you haven't either. So. Oh. Jay has.
Why are the police here?
I was a little disappointed because they didn't have the siren on, and I'm like, I would ask them to turn the siren on.
Plus, he
you,
didn't ask to turn it on.
can you at least put it on for a second? Woo woo!
I sometimes get the police cars at my work. And
Yeah.
I go do the little
Whoop, whoop.
rah, rah.
Right, right.
Hey, I gotta make sure everything works.
Oh. So I was looking
Were you?
online because I wasn't sure what was going to happen with the truck, and that's my thing. So I was looking on like Facebook Marketplace and stuff, trying to find like an affordable
A deal.
vehicle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, way back when.
How
Like-
back? How back? When are we
How
talking?
far back?
Well, I mean, we're talking like the 90s, right?
All right. 30 years ago.
Yeah, like
Wouldn't
when
mind going back to there.
But you could get like a junker for like $300-400,
Yeah.
and it'd be a decent vehicle.
Mhm.
Be something that'll last you a year or two.
Don't know more.
Nowadays, people want like $2-3 for pieces of shit. And a lot of these
It
vehicles
doesn't run, but
That's the problem. I'm looking at a lot of these posts, right? And a lot of them are like, yeah, won't pass inspection. They still want like $8,000 for it. Oh, yeah, it doesn't run.
These must be the same people that sell shit on
isn't there like
eBay.
a lemon law?
I would
If
think.
it's below a certain amount, it has to pass.
I don't know. Maybe
Let
not.
us know in the comments.
Maybe not, because
What's
a
the
lot
law
of
in
these people.
Massachusetts? You're selling a car. Does it have to pass inspection?
I would think, but I mean, at least a lot of them are forthcoming, and they're like, probably can't drive this home. You get it towed
It
somewhere.
might catch
though.
fire. But
Yeah.
I think you could.
that's a hot deal.
I think you could sell it as is, no matter what. Like, yeah.
Make sure you put as is.
At least tell them
Needs
truthfully.
TLC.
At least tell them truthfully what's wrong with it.
Yeah.
The tape or the CD?
'Cause
TLC.
A lot of people want to buy a junk car and rebuild it themselves.
Yeah, I just want I don't want a project. I want something that you put the key in and it starts and then you can just
right.
go.
Put a registered shirt. Let's go.
Yeah.
Hire a cooter.
Would that I could. I bet he'd give me a deal.
Isn't he like a mayor now?
Probably.
Ben Jones or
Mayor,
governor or something.
Yeah.
He's something.
He is something.
He's in politics. It wasn't back then. He was into drinking back then.
Was he?
Yeah, he's an alcoholic.
I didn't know his life,
Sorry.
Joe.
Anyways,
Yeah.
what do I got here?
I don't know.
Do you know Fireball? The drink?
Yes.
Like schnapps?
I never had it,
Well,
but yes.
It's an alcohol.
Okay.
Well, there's a lawsuit against them. The little nips that they sell.
Okay.
Apparently, there's no alcohol in them. And so they've been selling it to people thinking that it's alcohol. And
It's just cinnamon
I
shit?
guess just
Cinnamon water?
I guess. Well, there's a lawsuit against them.
Wow.
They've been lying.
Oh, I mean, usually the nips aren't heavy duty anyway. It's only like 2%.
Yeah, but like there's 0% in it.
I'm not
I
saying
don't know
that.
why. I don't know how someone found out. They probably like this doesn't contain no alcohol in it. Let's test
What I'm
it out.
picturing is somebody drinking like 4 or 5 of those and going, I feel fine.
It burns, but I feel fine. I don't like the cinnamon like drinks. Like
No.
it's too harsh. Like
Too
remember
harsh.
Big Red?
I used to like Big
game
Red.
where they burn your throat.
Dentine, too. Big Red, Dentine,
That's how you
cinnamon.
get rid of the germs. You burn them away.
That's what I want. I want to feel it working. The tingle means it's working.
I finally got to see Madam Web.
Oh,
on Netflix.
God. And how did you feel?
It was actually pretty good, but
Do you feel like you wasted your time?
I'm glad I didn't go see it in the theater.
There you
A
go.
waste of money, but it was decent.
Okay.
Now it's Sony with an association with Marvel, so it wasn't like a Marvel movie.
I see.
You know, like I
Sony
don't know,
Marvel.
like the time frame takes place in like 2003,
Yeah.
and the girl Dakota Johnson, she's a paramedic, and her partner is Ben Parker,
Oh.
Uncle Ben, which is
okay.
like, and like in the movie, like in one of the scenes, like they're at like a baby shower for Mary, who's Peter's mom in the future, but and like
Future mom.
future mom. And as I'm watching it, I noticed like one of the actresses. I'm like, I recognize that lady. It was my next door neighbor when I was growing up. I was like, no, I was watching the credits. I'm like, oh, it is her.
Really?
I was like, small world.
Damn right it is.
That's
I
crazy.
was like, damn,
Whoa.
she's famous.
There you go.
So yeah, Madam Web.
She's not just
It's free on
famous,
Netflix.
she's infamous.
That's right.
Plethora.
It's a good watch, but like, I'm just glad I didn't have to pay the theater and
Yeah.
to go see it because. I don't know, Dakota Johnson's not that good of an actress. I don't think. Her dad's good.
Who's her dad?
Don Johnson.
Oh, okay. I thought so, but I didn't want to assume.
Her dad's dad.
Yeah.
Father.
Okay.
So it was decent.
All right. I'm just I don't really
All
have.
right. If
Yeah.
you say so.
No, I mean I wasn't everything that I read about it was
true.
bad.
Yeah.
So I was like, and then she kind of doubled down on it and was like, yeah, it sucks. And I was like, oh, wow, that's a new take. You don't often see actors coming out going, yep, this movie blows. Probably not watching it. Yeah.
Well, I guess it went through a bunch of rewrites, but
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Ant-Man went through a bunch of rewrites, and that's a perfectly fine film.
I found out like the spin-offs, only like one who actually does good. Venom did good, but like Morbius didn't do good. Madam Web didn't do good. I don't know about the next one. It's the Craven Hunter.
I don't know. Some of these things, it's
we'll
like they
see.
have potential, and then it just doesn't meet the.
They didn't know the character. Like they should have introduced her in like one of the Spider-Man. Like
I guess.
you know, they're like, hey,
Hey, look
you know,
at this!
you know, like plant the seed that way it grows into, you know. And
I
like
remember her.
yeah. So, it was okay.
Yeah. I have a question.
What's up?
Yes, you in the back.
Is that a trapper keeper?
Oh,
Yes, it is.
Oh. You can still buy those?
Yes, you can.
So they're regularly putting out trapper keepers. I know a couple years ago.
Yep.
They did like a release.
does it have like a remember the periodic tables and like
Not this one.
doesn't have all the extras?
This one's just pretty basic.
Okay, so you got the folders.
Get the basic bitch.
Yeah. Got the pocket.
What I want to know is
Two
what is
folders.
this? What is this perforated? The thing with the holes there. What is
Oh, it's like
that?
a storage.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's like a pocket.
Oh,
Got a
okay.
little pocket. Nice.
The old ones used to have it went across the bottom, and you could put your pens
Remember
and
that
shit
sound?
there.
The Velcro sound.
Oh yeah.
Still has a little clipboard thingy.
Remember making book covers out of like paper bags?
Yes. Those were cool because you could decorate it yourself.
Still has Velcro. Like
Yeah.
the classic.
They need to do more designs, though.
Yeah, they only put out like 3 designs when they put these in, when all the school supplies come out
Yeah.
for the fall. They're still doing original style, but there's only like three different styles that they put out.
Nice.
They don't
They
give you like 6 or 8 different cool ones.
I mean, I'm happy that they're still producing them and
yeah.
putting them out because that's very cool. It's just, I wish they had like some different designs.
Me too.
I think it could be fun. Come on, Trapper Keeper, get on that.
Yeah. Last night I was going through some stuff in the basement.
Now, is that the company name or is that this name? Like,
Trapper Keeper?
yeah.
Isn't it by Mead?
It's supposed to be mead, yeah.
Yeah. Why the hell do I know that?
It's just one of those
That's
things that stays
embarrassing.
in our heads.
That's embarrassing to know that.
I was going through some stuff in the
jeez.
basement, and I had a Walmart bag that had a couple of these in it. And I think, you know what? How about I start using that for the show? I can keep my notes in there and be organized.
Oh, geez.
See, I got notes here. And
Now
they're
Tara
in there.
can't move things, and I relocated papers, and it threw Sean completely off. He didn't know what to do. I didn't know they were.
Where's my stuff?
I didn't know there was anything on it.
I was wondering where that was. That's cool to still have. You should stand that up.
What?
The dragnet thing. That guy.
Oh. Oh, well, I don't know where we would put it.
We can find a spot.
Anybody watch the parade today?
There was a parade.
Yeah, for the Celtics.
Oh,
No,
They
we
are
were
world
watching-
champs.
We were watching the Karen Reed trial at work.
Boston Celtics.
I didn't know there was a parade. But I tell you,
Yeah. They're the duck boats.
I saw
Quack.
a video. Someone, I don't know why younger people feel the need, like they basically film themselves doing crime. And then they post it online
They
like
live stream their whole entire day.
they're not going to get in trouble. They posted, there was this guy, and he basically, when the Celtics had won,
Right.
he like dismantled, like knocked down, it was either a traffic light or a walking signal. It was something like that. And he was
Why?
just trashing it, and it was being filmed, and he was like, "Yay, look at me." And And
This is what I think about your championship.
here's the thing. And the police, they with barriers and stuff. So they like jump the barrier, grab the guy by like the back of his shirt,
The
yanked
scruff
him,
of his neck.
yanked him back, and all of a sudden they're like cops all over him. And I was like, yeah, get that vandal. But what didn't even occur to me is I was reading the comments, and somebody had made an excellent point, which I completely went right past my head, which was the guy was messing with something that had it had a live wire on it,
Oh,
and he literally could have fried himself.
Right.
Which is why the guy came over and yanked him. It wasn't because he was being an idiot, because he absolutely was.
Saving your life.
Yeah, it was like he
So
was
you can go to
saving his
jail.
life. And I was like, oh, well, that makes it less fun, kind of. That makes the brutality a little less brutal now, doesn't it? Because he saved his life.
Nice.
I don't understand the whole, like, when teams win, going out and just completely trashing your city. I don't understand that at all.
Riots in the streets.
I'm looking at you,
flip-
Philadelphia.
Flip over cars and set them on fire. Yeah,
I don't get
we're
it.
champs.
I don't get it.
You can't beat us.
you can't see me.
Yeah, well, it's
Well,
just ridiculous.
we only have two more teams that can win: Red Sox and Patriots.
Good
Because the Bruins didn't make it.
luck with those Patriots.
I don't know who's the coach and the quarterback now.
I do not know.
Coach Mayo.
Mayo.
I've seen the
Colton
quarterback.
Mayo.
Well, it's funny that we got a head coach named Mayo who played on the team.
I was gonna say, is that the same Mayo who played? Yeah.
Yep. And we got the owner, Robert Kraft. So Kraft and Mayo.
Ew.
Wrong button.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right.
Anyway,
It works anyway.
got time for one more song?
Well, you know what?
We got plenty of time.
The network isn't gonna jump in and say anything.
We've been very good lately.
All right.
We can go a few minutes more.
After 37 years, we are finally getting a sequel to Spaceball.
I knew you were gonna say this.
Why
What,
now?
what is your take, Tara?
I'm not happy about it.
Me either.
Reason?
The reason is because Josh Gad is involved in it.
Yeah, but it's still the original guy.
But he's helping. Well, I realize that, but like he's
Isn't Mel
co-writing
Brooks
it.
like 100?
He is, and
But still here.
he's like co-writing it or something with Mel Brooks and producing it, and he's got his name all over it. And I'm like, I don't think it's gonna be good. And he's gonna star in it, by the way.
So it's gonna be like Ghostbusters 2016.
I don't know.
Who's he gonna be?
I have no idea. I mean, they're gonna have to do something different.
Yeah.
I mean, John Candy is gone. Joan Rivers is gone. Dick
Bill.
Van Patten is gone. Unfortunately, Jim J. Bullock is still alive.
No one knows where Rick Moranis is.
Yeah. What about the guy who played Lone Star? Isn't that Bill Paxton?
It's Bill Pullman.
Bill Pullman, sorry.
He's still alive, but
He probably doesn't want to do it.
I don't. It's not going to be the same if you focus on that character and you don't have the John Candy thing.
Right.
And if Josh Gad tries to do the John Candy role, it's going to fail miserably.
Do they
That's
have
just
like
my
like
hot take.
Like a projected date,
No.
just in pre-production.
It's just still in the planning
We're
stages.
just hearsay.
Yeah, it's still in planning stages. So
Well, stop planning. Drop it.
I
Do you
just
think they'll use the title, "The Quest for More Money"?
he should. There was something with that actually.
With what?
Actually,
Well, didn't he have something with George Lucas? That's what it was. George Lucas was okay with him doing the stuff that he was doing, but he
Right.
couldn't merch. He couldn't do
Right.
merch.
Right.
So that's why, like in the film, there's like Spaceballs the T-shirt, Spaceballs the because he had told George Lucas he wouldn't do any merch.
Right.
and if you look at closely, one or two of those items has Optimus Prime on it. It's a Transformers thing.
Really?
Really? I didn't notice.
Oh, was it Spaceballs the coloring book?
I think it was might have been the
I
coloring
think it
book,
was
yeah.
the coloring book because it's like Why is there a transformer in the Spaceballs car?
Yeah.
It's a little bit odd.
Well then.
I don't know. I just
It would have been cool to have the figures that Rick Moranis plays with.
yeah.
Cool to have them lined up right here or something.
Yeah. You know what, though?
Next time, knock!
You know what, though? I think if Mel Brooks asked Rick Moranis, he would do it.
I would hope.
I think he would, because
Rick doesn't want to do anything now.
Mel Brooks has a way of getting people to do stuff.
He's magical.
Because way back when they were doing The Producers on Broadway, he wanted Nathan Lane to play the Bialystok character, one of the characters, the main characters of the thing.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't want to do it. And he had said no. And Mel Brooks followed him on vacation. He was vacationing in like Italy, in like Florence or something. He followed him all the way to Italy.
Damn.
Hung out near the hotel, went into the swimming pool, swam up to Nathan Lane, is like, so do I get my yes?
Wow.
And Nathan Lane is
That's
like,
a crazy
God,
story.
he's like, God damn it, yes. Please leave me alone now.
Damn.
Yeah.
Persistence.
So, I mean, yeah. So I pity Rick Moranis if he says no.
Don't give up, people.
You know what? He's got tenacity. He'll just keep going and going and going till he gets his yes. That's the only way to do it, I guess. So I'm going to show up at my boss's house and be like, do I get my raise? Yes. I'll be out in your pool.
Damn.
Oh.
We're back. All right.
Yes, we are. Did we have a winner last week, Joe?
We did have a winner. Congratulations to Tina.
What?
She was able to guess Napoleon Dynamite. She won her one gift card.
She did.
Did you give it to her?
Sweet.
No.
We haven't seen her yet?
Well, I saw her, but
You forgot.
I forgot she won, and she didn't remind me. So really, it's her fault.
All right. Well, congratulations. This week's worth one gift card, Dunkin' Donuts. You comment the name of the movie on the YouTube. If you're first and correct, you win. Sean has one too. Are you ready for mine?
Yep.
Hit it.
Okay. Do not seek the treasure. We thought you was a toad. Do not seek the treasure. Comment below.
I know that one.
You do.
Woohoo! I like when I know
All
things.
right. Sean, is yours worth a gift card?
Yes, it will be.
All right.
Same as yours. $5.
You can get 2 gift cards.
You win them both.
All right. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
high roller at Dunkin' Donuts. You win them both.
That's right.
This is back and forth with 2 people.
All right.
Number 5, will you please step forward? That's him. That's the one. You have to be absolutely positive, sir. I am absolutely positive. Who can forget that face? I saw it through the screen. Turn to the right, please. No, not you, sir. That is definitely the one. You bastard.
Okay.
Comment.
Comment below. If you're correct, you get 2 gift cards.
Oh my goodness. I'm all over the place. Thank you. Yes, you so much for joining us. We'll see you next time. Before I send it down the table, here is your fun fact of the week. The 4th of July and Halloween always fall on the same weekday. They are also Doomsday Days, according to the Doomsday Rule, from which any weekday can be calculated easily.
Really?
Yep.
That is interesting.
Thank you!
Have a great weekend. Go Red Sox.
Oh dear.
Have a good everything.
Another parade.